Lawnmower cars. How you doing, people? This is another crazy Rikers Island story. This is a story about when I got to that MO ward, when I psyched out of the box. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the time I spent there and some fights that I had and how it was for me fighting on Rikers Island. See, there's a number of ways you can fight and not go to the box on Rikers Island, okay? You can fight in the bathroom, you can find somewhere in a stairwell where there's no cameras, you can the CO lets you fight. There's a bunch of different ways you can fight without going to the box. My way was, I was prone to committing suicide, so they didn't put me in the box no more. And I got into a bunch of fights. One fight, sneak thief, stole my hat, had to beat him up. If a sneak thief steals from you, and you catch him, and you find out who it was, you have to beat his ass and take the shit back. Don't wind up getting stolen from again. Remember that. Unfortunately, that was the situation I was in, and that's what I had to do. That was the first fight. Second fight, there was this guy. He was bashing on the bubble where the CO was at, yelling for a razor when it wasn't time to get your razors. You only can get razors at certain times to shave. And we were this close to getting the house burnt. And what I mean by the house burnt, if you do something the CO doesn't like and he burns the whole house will come and beat the fuck out of you. Trust me. Because when you burn the house, this is what happens. You lose the phone, you lose your visits, you lose your commissary, you lose everything. The TV, anything that's any type of creature comfort, you lose it. They take that away from you because someone burns the house. So, we formed on him like Voltron, we beat the shit out of this guy, we packed him up, got him out the house. Same thing with the guy who was a sneak thief. I had to pack him up, pack his shit, put him on the door and tell him he couldn't live here no more. I'm not saying this because I'm a tough guy, I'm just telling you that's the way it is. It's the law of the land. If you do not stick up for yourself, you will get your shit taken. You will get taken advantage of. Just remember that. Third fight that I had was with this big blood dude. I was having a conversation with somebody that he didn't like the conversation that I was having. He didn't like the words I was saying to this person. Whatever. He came up behind me as everybody was putting on their sneakers. That's one thing. If you get locked up, pay attention to your surroundings. If everybody's putting on their shoes and lacing up their shoes and boots and putting on sweatshirts and all kinds of shit, know that a fight is coming. Some kind of violence is coming. You better be prepared because it might be you. You never know. It happened to be me and I didn't know it. But I was ready. I had my shoes on and I was ready to fight. I had a fight with this dude. While I was fighting and he broke my nose, he gave me 2 black eyes, he got the better of me. But during the fight, I hit him and I knocked him over in between 2 beds. And in between 2 beds, there's a locker. In between each bed. In between each bed, there's a locker at the end of that little space between them. He fell between that. I ran up to him and I said, you know what? I don't want to fight you this way. Get the fuck up. I'm going to fight you standing up. You ain't going to do this like that. He got up. We started fighting again. Right after that, I got sent to the beacon. After I went to the beacon, everybody's looking at me like I was crazy. I had black eyes. They wanted to know what the fuck I was about, why I got sent there, why I got beat up and all that shit, right? I said, fuck this, I'm not staying here. I went back to the cell, I ripped up a sheet, made another noose, using my tools. Made another sheet noose, went down to the bubble and I told the COs, send me back in that cell, I'm hanging up and killing myself. You don't believe me? Go send someone up there. You see the rope hanging right now. I was on the next thing smoking out of there. And guess what? They brought me right back to the same house that I got thrown out of. And when I walked in, the dude I fought was right there. And I said, what's up? We good or we going for round 2? He said, nah, we good. And you know what? He gave me that respect. And the reason he gave me that respect is I gave him the respect to get up off the floor. I didn't stomp him out. Besides, if I would have stomped him out, what do you think would have happened? If you do that to a gang member, that whole gang will be after you after that. So don't do it. Do something smart if you're in a fight with a fucking gang member. Remember that. It's very important. You will get the living shit beat out of you every fucking house you go to if you fuck around and do the wrong thing to a gang member. Okay. These are just a few short stories about the shit that happened to me while I was in the psych ward when I psyched out of the box. I hope you can take something from it. I'm not telling you these stories because I'm a tough guy. I'm not a big man, Mr. Big Man or Mr. Big Willie or anything like that in there. I was just getting along. That's why I'm telling you these stories. This is how I survived in fucking prison, in jail. And guess what? I'm filming this video on a goddamn hot dog bun. You don't believe me? Check this shit out. That's what my phone was sitting on. So, I have to say, yo, stay in school, don't commit crimes, going to jail is not cool, being in prison is not cool. I'm just telling you these stories if you happen to find yourself in that predicament one day, okay? Hope to hear from you soon. Smash the like button, press subscribe. Thanks.